Switching from Windows to Linux can be an exciting and rewarding experience. However, it's important to be aware of certain factors before making the transition. In this video, we will explore some key points to consider when switching to Linux. The first thing to bear in mind is the installation process. Unlike Windows, Linux systems are not typically pre-installed on store-bought hardware. You will need to learn how to install Linux on your computer. Familiarize yourself with creating a USB installation drive, partitioning your hard drive, and installing the Linux system. The next thing is the application compatibility. Linux offers a wide range of applications, but it's essential to note that not all apps available on Windows have direct equivalents on Linux. Some applications, like web browsers, Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, etc., are available on both platforms. Certain applications, such as GIMP for image editing and Kdenlive for video editing, are cross-platform and work on both Linux and Windows. Linux distributions often come with their own default Office suite, like LibreOffice, which provides similar functionality to Microsoft Office. However, complex file compatibility issues may arise. Keep in mind that while Microsoft Office can be accessed online via web browsers, the functionality may be limited compared to the locally installed suite. Some applications, like the Adobe suite, do not have Linux equivalents. If you heavily rely on such applications for your work and there are no adequate Linux alternatives, switching to Linux may not be suitable. You should also be aware of the command line usage. While beginner-friendly Linux distributions exist, it's important to be prepared to use the command line interface, terminal, at some point. Even on user-friendly distributions like Linux Mint, there may be situations where using the command line becomes necessary for issue resolution. Becoming familiar with command line usage can save time and provide more control in troubleshooting and customizing your Linux system. The next issue to bear in mind is the hardware compatibility. Before switching to Linux, it's important to verify hardware compatibility. While Linux supports a wide range of hardware, there may be certain devices or components that require additional configuration or drivers. Research and check the Linux distribution's hardware compatibility list or community forums to ensure that your specific hardware is supported. Another important thing is the learning curve. Switching from Windows to Linux involves a learning curve, especially if you have been accustomed to the Windows operating system for a long time. Prepare yourself for a different user interface, system settings, and software management. It may take some time to adjust to the new environment and find equivalent alternatives to your favorite Windows applications. The user interface in Linux can vary depending on the distribution you choose. There are different desktop environments such as GNOME, KDE, XFCE, and more, each with its own look and feel. System settings and configuration options may be organized differently in Linux compared to Windows. It may require some exploration and adjustment to find and customize settings to your preference. The thing that also differentiates between the two operating systems is the community support. Linux has a vibrant and supportive community of users and developers who are willing to help newcomers. Take advantage of online forums, discussion boards, and dedicated Linux communities to seek assistance, troubleshoot issues, and learn from experienced Linux users. Software updates and stability should also be taken into consideration. Linux distributions often provide regular software updates, including security patches and new features. This ensures that your system remains secure and up to date. However, it's important to note that occasional updates may introduce compatibility issues or require additional configuration. Be prepared to handle these updates and adapt accordingly. Gaming and multimedia is another very important factor. Gaming on Linux has improved significantly over the years, but it still may not offer the same level of compatibility as Windows. Research the availability of games and gaming platforms that are compatible with Linux. Multimedia codecs and proprietary file formats may require additional installations or plugins to work seamlessly on Linux. Consider the multimedia requirements for your specific needs. Do not forget about privacy and security too. Linux is known for its strong emphasis on privacy and security. It provides robust security features and allows users to have more control over their data and system. However, this also means taking more responsibility for security measures and being proactive in maintaining a secure system. Regularly update your software, use strong passwords, and follow security best practices. Remember, these are just a few key points to consider before switching to Linux. By being aware of those factors, you can make a more informed decision and ensure a smoother transition to the Linux operating system. So that's all for now, folks. If you have liked the video, please subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and share it on social platforms. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.